welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is going to be a kind of vlog video. I haven't really done one of these before because I don't like kind of mixing my personal stuff up with the channel. Sounds a bit weird, but I kind of like to keep the channel somewhat professional. I guess it's because I have been in a professional job the rest of my real life. I almost kind of want to keep my personal stuff out of the YouTube to a certain degree. But there's a few things that have happened recently that I kind of wanted to address. So I just thought I'd do a kind of a vlog. So they're all going to be actually something to do with the channel, to be honest. So there's kind of 4 things I want to cover off here that are all to do with the channel. Number 1, there is kind of an affiliate channel now of Geek Legion of Doom. Now, when I first started the channel back in 2013, there was a girl that used to help me do it. First few videos, called Zara. If you've been here for a while, you may remember her. Now, she did a few reviews on her own. Now, she married someone in the service. They've moved away because of that, so, you know, kind of don't see her very much. But she's kind of done her own channel. Now, she's had the channel name for a while, but she's not done anything with it. But she's wanting to do her own channel based on books, novels. Very much like this channel, it's kind of not the mainstream stuff. So as you probably will know by now, I tend to do more independent horror, sci-fi, fantasy, that kind of stuff. A little bit of kind of mainstream stuff here and there. But ultimately it's more the kind of the lower budget stuff, the kind of the stuff you may not have heard about so much. So Zara's channel, which I think is called Geeky Goddess, although unless she's changed it, is going to kind of do the same for books, for novels. So don't be expecting anything too mainstream there, but you may find that she'll do kind of more, you know, more horror, more kind of science fiction, you know, fantasy. And I know she's going to be doing some the kind of the naughty, adult-orientated books because she's into all of that. So you can expect some of that as well. So you know, I know you girls who like that sort of stuff. I know. Anyway, so please go and check her out. I have no influence on that channel, bear in mind. And she's only just started doing. I think she's only got the 1 video up now. But I said I'll give her a shout out. So please do go and check her out if you are interested in novels, books, that kind of stuff. Number 2, second thing, very similar actually. There's another channel called Nerdbyte, and this is run by a lady called Renee Miller. Now, Kelly's actually contributed a couple of things for the channel before. She recently did the interview with Vivica A. Fox for this channel. Now, as you can tell by my lovely accent, I'm from the UK. Kelly is from Los Angeles, specifically around the Hollywood area. Now, because of the I do film reviews, I actually do get invited to a lot of press events, premieres, red carpet parties, all of this kind of stuff, interviews, loads of stuff like that. But I can never go because it's obviously in Los Angeles and I am here in Southampton in England. So Kelly lives quite near to it. So I said to her recently, do you want to go on my behalf? And she went with, I said, look, I'll get 2 press passes and you can go with someone else. And she sort of said she'll bring Jessie Mindless, I think the name is. Jessie Mindless, I don't actually know. But anyway, so she's going to go off and do these kind of different events. So you might want to check her out because she'll be kind of like almost reporting on my behalf, but there'll be a little bit of content from her on this channel, but a lot of it will be on her channel as well. Number 3, this kind of going to tie in with the main subject, the main event, which is going to be to do with quotes and screeners. But before I wanted to get into that, I want to explain what a screener is, and if anyone is interested in contributing, very much like Lisa Loves does from Lisa Loves channel, Aaran does from Screenstars, Paul does from Buckaroobanzai, Mandy does from Deadly Daves. These guys have their own separate channels, but they do reviews for this channel because they tend to be smaller channels who maybe want a bit of exposure on a kind of a larger channel. They get to watch films before they come out. Sometimes you'll get quotes on kind of DVD boxes, and it's just a little bit of fun. It's a bit of a community spirit. Here's an important fact to remember though. None of us get any money for this. This is because this is something I've been accused of. We get no money for doing reviews for these movies. It is simply done because we like to do them. That is it. And yeah, people want to drive their own channels. So they might want to, you know, like I said, do a review on a slightly large channel like mine. So hopefully then drive people into their own channels, which is ultimately why they do it. But, you know, it's just fun. You know, I've said to the guys, if they don't want to do it anymore, it's fun. It's got to say you don't want to do it anymore. But they all enjoy it, and this is why they continue to do it. Paul's been doing it for donkey's years now. So how do we get these films? There's two main ways. So sometimes they'll send physical discs through. Now this will tend to be for older films that have got a re-release. So Arrow, the Vestron Collector's series, Third Window movies. So they tend to send physical discs out nearer to when the actual launch of the movies are. Now I tend to get Paul to do them. So Paul does the majority of the older films for me. In particular, he does all of the Third Window, all of the Arrow stuff, because that's kind of like his thing. That's what he likes to do. That's what he collects. That's what he collects, and that's what he's passionate about. And he likes it. He likes that. Sometimes he'll do the odd sort of the odd modern film as well if I get a lot of screeners at any one time. But generally speaking, he'll do those. Then we've got Aaran and Lisa, who will tend to do the more recent stuff. And then Mandy does the odd thing here and there, but she also does convention stuff as well. So that's kind of how it all kind of plays out. All those guys, by the way, if you're interested, they have links in the description box below. So that's the first way. So you get the discs. The second way is you get an online screener link. This is like via email. They'll say, click this link and you can kind of watch the film. You put a password in, they'll give you the password. So then what they ask us to do is do a review on the movie. So they'll send us these things. Now, again, you can ask any of the guys that I've mentioned. I never tell anyone to give a review, a good review, when it's not a good movie. I ask them to be honest. All that I will ask of people who do reviews, and this is what I subscribe to as well, is if you have to be critical of a movie, do it in a constructive way. I've seen channels out there that kind of do these, have these reviews, and they're either non-constructive or they're destructive. And to me, that's not helpful. That's not a good review. Oh, it's crap. That's a destructive term. Oh, it wasn't very good. Why? It's non-constructive. I didn't feel the acting was very good because this, that, and the other. I felt the script was, you know, was lacking in this department. That's constructive because you understand why. I don't like reviews that just go, oh yeah, that was great, that was crap, for whatever, you know, for no real context in it. It's poor reviewing, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. You may disagree, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, so I never ask the guys to sort of and I don't do it either. If I get something I don't like it, I will say. Now, what will happen is that I send the reviews to the company that sort of sends them out. And sometimes they will use quotes from our reviews to put on either the website, on DVD boxes sometimes, and on one occasion on a trailer for a film. That I know about. They don't tell me if they're going to use anything. I don't have any influence if and what they do use. So that is all up to the film company. Quite often they won't use anything. You know. And there's going to be plenty, because I get a lot of them from America, so I never see the DVD releases. I only ever see the British ones that get kind of released from them. They get sent, because there's a variety of companies that tend to be, some American, some are British, and some are Australian. And so I only ever see the British ones, obviously, unless I just happen to see someone holding an American one up in a video or something. And that's my quote on that. So that's kind of how it works. Now recently I've got into a little bit of a negative discussion, shall we call it, with some people about quotes that I have said. So I kind of wanted to cover this off and explain how things turn out the way they do, because I've got the feeling there's a few issues here that I've got some examples of. So the first one, alright? This is a movie called House of Evil. This is a UK DVD. And I've got a quote on the back that says, "Do not dare watch this movie in the dark." That's the quote right here. Okay? Now, I haven't got any crap from this one, but this is a good example of one I want to use. So, if you watch my review of this film, I do say that, but then I carry on saying, because it will send you to sleep. So I don't dare watch this movie in the dark, because it will put you to sleep, is what I actually said. So they have used a portion of my review to kind of make it sound very ominous and stuff like that. But you have to think of the whole context. So sometimes the companies will do that. They'll sort of say a partial quote to kind of like omit certain things you might say. So that's one instance of what sometimes can happen. The second instance is people don't bloody read it properly and then give you shit because what they've read is incorrect. So there was a film called 47 Meters Down. Now, this doesn't actually have a quote on the DVD on the case, but I actually got a. This one was an interesting one. They actually used a quote on their TV trailer or their film trailer. This was one of the most highest profile movies that actually used a quote of mine. It was on the cinema and stuff. And to my knowledge, it's the only one that I've known has been on an actual trailer, like a cinematic trailer that's played on the cinemas and TVs and stuff. I think some people, maybe a couple of ones that have been online and stuff, have used, you know, small budget films have used quotes on online trailers. But this trailer was played in cinemas and played on TV. Now, sometimes film companies make mistakes. This one is not. It wasn't. They did make a mistake, but that wasn't the issue. For example, but just to give you an example of how they make mistakes, they spelt Legion wrong. So they quoted me, but they spelt Legion wrong, and they spelt my surname wrong. They actually put my name on it, but they spelt my surname wrong. But that's neither here nor there. So that wasn't a problem. But I just want to demonstrate they can make mistakes, and we're going to show you another example of where that was in a minute. So what I said in the review, now I stick by this. This is actually what I said. This is the best shark movie since Jaws. That's what I said in the review, and I believe that. This to me was the best shark film I've seen since the original Jaws movie. But man, did I get some crap for that. Oh my god, it's not better than Jaws. Read the quote. I did not say it was better than Jaws. But man, you just look at the comments in the review of this one. It's crazy. And then funny enough, there was a bunch of other videos about this film. Oh, is it the best, you know, and they actually used my quote. 47 Meters Down, the best shark movie since Jaws, question mark? And it's just been like, oh man, what have I started? So yeah, so that was just an instance where people weren't actually realising what I was saying. I didn't say it was better than Jaws. I said it was the best film since Jaws, meaning Jaws was better. But there you go. So that was an example of, you know, someone's not reading it properly but still giving me crap about it. The most recent one I found out about was this one, Dragon Kingdom, also known as Dark Kingdom. This one I feel was a bit of a unique situation because this one was a cock-up on their part, but also I feel I exacerbated it. Probably by, you know, maybe I should have done this. You tell me. So there's a quote here that says, "More dragons than the Hobbit films combined." Right? That's what it says. I did not say that quote in the review. I didn't say that at all. Now, this will take a little bit of explaining. So what happens is sometimes I'll get and like I said, Aaran and Lisa will attest to this. You'll get a screener way in advance before the film comes out. Now sometimes they won't want you to release the review until nearer to the release date. Sometimes they don't care, but sometimes they do. This was an instance where they wanted me to hang on for the bit nearer to the release date. So I got sent the screener. So I did the review, but I didn't actually publish it to a public view. So that I had the review up on YouTube, but it was unlisted. And that means you can basically, if you have the link, you can watch it. But you won't be able to find it on the channel just by searching. I have to send the link to someone. So I did the review, sent the link to the film company, and they used the, well, I think they used another quote, which is actually from me. But anyway, a little whiles later, because this was quite far in advance, I happened to see like a mock-up on Amazon of this case. And I noticed like my name on there. I thought, I don't remember saying that. So I checked the review, didn't say it. Thought maybe they're getting confused with like, the previous film. Because I reviewed that one as well. Check that review. And I didn't say it on there either. I thought I didn't think I did. And so that review, that quote came out of, didn't come out of my mouth. It's happened once before, this particular thing, with oh, I forgot the film. It was a different company. It was Terracotta Films, and it was called the Bodybuilding Living Dead Hell or something. The Japanese Evil Dead, and this wasn't on the case. But on their website, they misquoted, putting our quote on someone else's by someone else, and our name with the quote that we didn't say. So cock-ups happen. So this one, like I said, I was like, oh crap. But at this point, the DVD, it was not long before there was a release, and they had printed the DVD cases out. And I thought, if the website's one thing, so I can get them to change it. But having them on the they ain't going to change the print just because of that. So I thought, what am I going to do? I don't really want to kind of be... Because if it comes down on me and I didn't say that, I thought people are going to blame me. So what I did was I re-recorded the review and then added that line in. Maybe I should have done that because it doesn't make a lot of sense because there's only one dragon in bloody the Hobbit film. So, but I thought what I'll do is I'll just kind of I'll just put that line in the review. So I re-recorded the whole thing, pretty much verbatim, and then just added it. And I was so conscious about adding it in, I think I actually said it twice, which doesn't make sense. But anyway, so I just wanted to say, so I thought, what, just for argument's sake, I'm just going to stick it in the review, just so, whatever, you know. But then, lo and behold, it ends up on the front page of Reddit. Someone points out to me, there's all these freaking people commenting on it, going, oh, there's only one dragon in the Hobbit. Oh, Jesus. It would be this one, the one that they ballsed up on. So yeah, so that one, again, like I said, maybe I should have just not done anything and just put my review on as is. But I thought, the next one I'm going to show you is why I did that, because someone asked me for the video that I quoted it from. So I thought, rather than going through the scenario I'm going to tell you in a minute, I'll just re-record it and bloody say it. So now this one. Bigfoot, which is an animated film. Now I haven't watched this film. This film, I only actually watched the trailer and commented on text on the trailer, and you know, I commented a bunch of stuff. And one of the things I said was, "Oh, Shrek's got some competition this year, eh?" Kind of meant to be somewhat sarcastic, but maybe it doesn't translate to text. Anyway, they put that on the cover along with Father Christmas Meets Bigfoot, which is basically just a description. So this other channel does a top 10 worst movies of the year, and this is number 1. They contact me and say, "Oh, where's this? You know, where did you quote that?" And so and I said to them, I didn't actually see that film. That was just a comment on a video that I commented on. That quote was just plucked from there. And the film companies used that. I didn't know they were going to use it. They didn't tell me. It was just one of those things. I didn't really care, but the problem is then I got, a little bit later, just fairly recently, I got a private message on Facebook. As you know, my name's Leo. There's not that many Leos around, really, so they're not that hard to find if you really want to look. And if you just put Leo Geek Legion, you'll find pictures of me. Anyway, I got this message on Facebook from this guy I'd never heard of before, giving me a right hard time about it. "Oh, you said that this film was as good as Shrek." No, I didn't. Man, it's just like, he would not leave it alone. He just kept the messaging and messaging and messaging. And this was not on YouTube, this was on my private Facebook. So eventually, you know, I'm not gonna, I thought, is he trying to get me this, say, like, tell him to fuck off or something? But no, I didn't buy it. I just kind of, okay, whatever, man. Great. Yeah, so that was just like, those things have happened recently. So I just wanted to clear that up, how kind of quotes work and how sometimes they can be taken out of context, or things you don't mean as quotes might turn up, or, you know, they make mistakes sometimes, you end up being quoted for stuff you haven't actually said. So all in all, when you look at these kind of videos and stuff, maybe take those quotes with a little bit of a pinch of salt sometimes. I mean, these are 4 examples of hundreds of ones that are actually fine, to be fair. So that is only a small little kind of minority in comparison, but it's just like I've had a couple of kind of people very recently just kind of all kind of messaged me about it. So I thought I would kind of just kind of cover it off. Not that I expect those people to watch this video, but just so I have it on record about what actually happens, here is this video. So that's been a bit of a ranty one. Like I said, first time I've done a video like this. So there you go. Have any questions? Please just ask. Like I said, if anyone is interested in doing kind of reviews via either disc or screener, there will be certain criteria that I would want you to meet. But just give me a shout. You know, message me on geeklegiondoom@gmail.com, or just comment on here or something. And yeah, we'll chat. This channel was never meant to be just me. It was always meant to be a collaborative channel. That's why it's called Legion, because originally it was meant to be doing it with a bunch of friends. So I really want this to be a multiple person channel if I can help it, which is what I really enjoy, having the contributors like I've mentioned, and I'm happy to kind of work with more. And I'm happy to contribute on other people's channels if they want me to as well. It's a two-way street. Anyway, that wraps it up for this kind of episode 1 of a vlog type video. I don't know if there'll be an episode 2, who knows, but we'll have to see. Anyway, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.